Hey everybody, welcome back to Dead by Daylight. Technically, not really since this isn't gameplay, but that's going to be a common theme between this video and the next video. Well, at least the next video is going to be in-game, but anyway. Behavior announced today, the 25th of September, the developer update for September 2020. I would reckon that September 25th is a little late for a September update. This is more than likely going to be the October update. But time is a weird thing, isn't it? But everybody's making a video on this, so I figured, you know what? Let's do the same. I got some thoughts, I got some opinions. And first opinion is, I would clap, but the mic is weird when it comes to loud noises. I will commend you, Behavior. You're actually doing something that I've asked for since I started playing this game a few months ago. Balance, because it seems you've never balanced a goddamn thing. And that's what this update will be. So we're going to go through it really quickly. I don't want this to be a long, drawn-out video, but September 2020 developer update. Basically, they're balancing a lot of things. Really, they are. First, they're looking at Chapter 16's. They're reviewing Chapter 16. They say they plan to review the previous chapter once it's been a few months to simmer and address any issues and imbalances that may have appeared. This period gives us a chance to monitor the new content being used and better understand it, blah, blah, blah. So, everybody's freaking the fuck out about the executioner changes. Yes, I curse on this channel. If you're new here, welcome! I hope you don't mind. But people are kind of flipping their lids over the executioner changes. They're like, oh my god, he's being nerfed, fart noise. He's being balanced. There's a difference from outright nerf, which we will get into later, and an outright buff. Again, we will get into that in a moment. First thing they're doing is increasing the delay after canceling rights of judgment before you can actually M1. So basically, they're adding, in theory, this is all speculation and potential. We're talking about a lot of potentials here because this is going on the PTB, and they say, I believe later on they say, they want more PTB information, so whatever the hell that means, right? In theory, this should mean they're adding a cooldown to it. Currently, Survivor is left with two choices: vault the window, drop the pallet, and get hit by Punishment of the Damned, which is his ranged attack, or continue running and get hit with a basic attack. By increasing the delay before you can do a basic attack, after canceling Rights of Judgment, the Survivor gets a small window to avoid the attack, similar to Huntress or Demogorgon. They're basically adding a cooldown. I don't remember if my game's not on. It's a process, so I don't remember if he gets any cooldown add-ons, like reduce the cooldown between fart. I don't remember if he does. I don't think that would affect this change, but basically they're adding a cooldown between stick sword and ground, pull sword out, and then M1. That's fine. And to kind of make up for that, they're decreasing the delay after attacking with Punishment of the Damned. Basically, if you whiff it, your penalty for whiffing that hit is not gonna be that much. They say the cooldown after attacking is fairly long, which gives the survivor a lot of time to gain distance. So if you somehow juke the Punishment of the Damned after vaulting a window, God bless you, you should go buy a lottery ticket. But if you somehow juke it, Pyramid Head basically has a pretty decently long cooldown. So this is meant to balance it. You can't immediately put your sword down and then kind of zone them out of taking a pallet, or you know how Pyramid Head plays, right? I don't have to explain it to you. You put the sword down and you Rights of Judgment, and you like try to fool them or fake them out thinking like you're going to use Punishment of the Damned, when really they're juking and jiving, they're moving all over the place, zigzagging, serpentining like you're the freaking Death Slinger, when in actuality you're gaining speed on them and you just smack them with a M1. That's what they're changing here. It's not that big of a deal. I don't think it will be. It depends on how long the delay is, how long the increased delay is, and how short the cooldown is on punishment. Again, this is all superlatives. This is all potential. That's basically what this video is. We're talking about things that might not come true. This is let's discuss potential changes, essentially, since none of this is concrete. But overall, I think these changes are not a buff, it's not a nerf, it's a balance. So you have... It's essentially giving survivors more of a chance against his fakes, while also giving him a chance to maybe not be the most accurate thing with Punishment of the Damned. That's fine. Moving on, the perks are getting changes too. Let's not spoil this section. I have some things to say about that. Trail of Torment. They're basically changes, so when you kick the gen and you become undetectable, that's a perma thing until you knock a survivor into the dying state, or until somebody taps that gen. They say it here, will now remain active until the marked generator stops regressing, or until a survivor is put into the dying state by any means. So, you kick the gen, you walk away, it's almost gonna act like, again, in theory, let's discuss theories. In theory, it will be a pseudo tracking perk. You're down to 3 gens, you kick that 1 gen, it glows yellow for everybody else, and you walk away for a little bit. You walk maybe 2 meters, 3 meters away, and a survivor slinks out of a locker and touches it. In theory, once they touch it, it'll stop regressing, so your undetectable status will go away, and you'll be like, they just returned to that gen. They're still there. Probably not how it's gonna work, and if it does work that way, just run Dragon's Grip. Seriously, just run the Blight perk that does the same thing, but it exposes them. So it's a neat little thing. I don't think it's gonna move it up to... It's still a niche thing, but I think it's a good buff. It's a good change. I think these are all good changes, honestly. This creates a dynamic where survivors need to stop the gen from regressing to remove the undetectable status. The killer can use this to ambush survivors or even sneak up on a survivor from an unexpected angle. Yeah, it's a thinky thing. If I'm playing a survivor and they kick a gen and I see it glow, I'm going, crap. I now have to go tap that, or they're gonna be somewhere I don't know. They're not gonna have a terror radius, they're not gonna have a heartbeat, they're not gonna have a red stain. I have to go tap that, or hope one of my friends taps it, because if we don't, they're gonna sneak up on us. Especially if it's a goddamn Bubba or somebody else who has an insta-down. Don't want that. Obviously, you'll hear the chainsaw rev, but if they're undetectable, you could just sneak up behind them and go, and charge it. I bet that was a beautiful sound effect I just made. Forced Penance. Now, they basically just increased the broken status effect by 20 seconds at all tiers, so I think it's, at tier 3, it's 40 seconds of broken status. Now it's a full minute. Again, is it really useful? Is it going to be meta? No. But it's a good change, I guess. Blood Pact, you basically have haste all the time, unless you move away from the survivor that healed you or that you healed. It's the Cheryl perk, you know the one. That's enough about this preamble. The real meat and potatoes is the miscellaneous perk changes. I hope they do this every single patch. This is what they need to do. Every single patch, look at some, the most used or least used perks, and give them a little tinkering. Change. Tinker, you get it. It's a perk. Haha, I made a funny accidentally. First of all is, any means necessary. That's the one where you can reset the palette. It's Yui's perk. Reduce the cooldown to 60 seconds, and they added a scoring event to reset the palette. A lot of these are like, is it gonna be meta, or is it gonna be useful, or is it just gonna be meme-worthy? These are mostly just meme-worthy, except for 3. Maybe 4. But that's fine. That's a good change. Crew limits, they increased the radius to 32 from 24. Sure. Sure, I guess. For the people, they didn't really change much. They just added a score event so you get more blood points, which is correct. You should do that. If I'm putting myself in the broken state to res your ass off the ground, I better get some more blood points for it. Mindbreaker increases the duration of the exhausted effect. Woo! Again, these are all like, I gotta see the numbers on things. Because they're like, we increase the duration by a few seconds. How much is a few? 3? 10? Well, it's not a lot or a bunch, it's just a few, but like, I need numbers, Mason. The numbers. Slippery Meat is one that is fairly interesting. They removed the bear trap escape chance, so if they're running it and you're playing Trapper, you don't have to worry about that. Nobody runs Slippery Meat though, so it doesn't matter. Added an increased chance to self-unhook, which I guess, they even say, found its way into some niche build, but it is one of the few perks from back in the day that affects one killer more than the others. Yeah, obviously, this is something we've moved away from recently, so we will be removing the increased bear trap escape chance from this perk. The better play into the niche style Slippery Meat will now increase your chance of self-unhook in addition to giving you more self-unhook attempts. Sure. Put on more luck add-ons, run an increased luck build as ace or something. Sure. Now we get into the meta. What? Well, some meta. Thanatophobia. They removed the heal speed penalty, but increased the penalty for other actions. Hello, Swinging Chains Freddy. You're gonna be a bastard now. It's meant to encourage survivors to heal each other in order to avoid the penalty from the perk. However, it currently reduces healing speed, creating a lose-lose situation no matter what the survivors do. Basically, yeah. Yeah. Especially when you're running small brain build like I do sometimes to get challenges done, and you're running no mither. That's fun. I'm sorry, team. Thanatophobia's a thing. God damn it. They removed the reduced healing speed, but increased the action speed. Again, I need numbers, Mason. The numbers. Now, one that I feel I had a hand in changing, because I bitched about it a while ago. We're Gonna Live Forever. Added new ways to get tokens, added increased healing speed when healing a dying survivor. We're Gonna Live Forever is often seen as the survivor equivalent to barbecue and chili. Where have I heard that one before? I've said it multiple times. I clicked the wrong button. But lacking a secondary, like the ladder's aura revealing, it can also cause survivors to compete for unhooks, leading to people rushing in for hook saves before it's safe. We're adding additional ways to get tokens. We hope to reduce the competition between survivors. The secondary effect gives the perk more use within the trial. I hope that extra way to earn things is not just one thing, and that one thing being pick up a dying survivor. I hope it's like a couple things added, like healing somebody up to full health, picking somebody up off the ground. That's it. That's good. 4 things, 4 ways to get hooks or points. Safe unhooks, which I kind of feel like just take the safe part off of that, because I've had so many times where I unhook somebody and I'm like, go, run, and they're AFK. They just want to die on first hook. I'm like, you suck. There's the killer. I don't get my safe unhook because safe unhook is like 45-second wait. Son of a bitch. Like, lower that time. I'd be fine with that. I forgot to say something with Pyramid Head. I'll get to it, maybe, if I remember. Yeah, so that's great. Excellent. I love using We're Gonna Live Forever because I love blood points, and blood points are not even the most easy to come by for Survivor, so that's good. Technician increased the chance to prevent an explosion to 100%, increased penalty to miss skill checks. Balancing. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about that one. Pop Goes the Weasel. Decrease the time the perk stays activated to 45 seconds. People are pissed about this one. Me, not so much. Not so much. At tier 3, it's a 60-second timer, basically. You have 60 seconds to kick a gen for Pop to be active. This, it's just 45 seconds. I don't have a problem with that. They even say, to add some urgency to this perk, we are splitting the difference and changing the time to 45 seconds at tier 3. This way you'll have enough time to get to a gen you want to kick, but you'll want to kick the gen before committing to a chase. I've had so many times where I hook somebody, walk across the map, look at a gen, go, I could kick that. Or I could go down Steve over there, who's in the injured state, come back, kick this, pick him up, put him on hook, and have 60 seconds to run to another gen. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with this change. A lot of people aren't. I understand why. A lot of people are. This is actually the big one. Pop Goes the Weasel is the big one because people keep saying, like, okay, you nerf this. When's Decisive Strike? I don't know how you have the same in the same breath. Like, Pop Goes the Weasel is a slowdown perk. Decisive Strike is a momentum stopper. They're two different things. Thanks for playing my game. And then they simplified perk rarity. Now it's just tier 1 is uncommon, tier 2 is rare, tier 3 is very rare. Makes it easier to search things, that's what they said. And then McMillan Estate is getting updated. I've made jokes about it in, I think, videos when they put out the leaks. I don't remember if those are videos or not. It looks good. Like, it looks a lot brighter, a lot less blue. Like, especially this one and this one. This is Coal Tower. Coal Tower looks a lot less blue than it normally does. And this is the other one. I don't remember the names of it. But I do like it. It looks very, very good. I love the way Badam looks and Yamaoka Estate looks. Especially, I like this one a lot more because look at the grass. It's low. You might actually be able to see scratch marks on this map, unlike Yamaoka and Badam. So yeah, that's it. That's this update. PTB will be on Steam Tuesday, September 29th. After this video goes up, I won't be able to play it because I don't play on a computer that actually does things. This computer that I'm currently recording this on is used for recording and editing, and that's about it. It's not a potato. But if a potato could barely run Undertale, that's what this computer is. It's making noises. It's a good. You're a good computer. Don't worry. Cyberpower PC. You want to sponsor me? I will be fucking accepting. One last thing I want to mention about the Executioner. You can actually not do all of this, and there's one simple change, and I have to actually do some Googling. Hold on. Okay, never mind. The idea I had was like, oh, you just make him slower when he's channeling Rites of Judgment. They already do that. He slows down to 92%. It's been a while since I actually played him, so I'm like, does he actually slow down? I don't remember a feeling like that. But I guess he does, so ignore this part, okay? Why does Sybil, why does Sybil look so bad in game? God, why do they all look like they just snorted fucking 15 lines of coke and then like said, fight me, Michael? Weird. They all look like fucking coke addicts. Anyway, yeah, this is a 20-minute video. Fuck. Man, I didn't want to be this long, but I started rambling. Anyway, yeah, well, again, I need to see numbers. This is all theoretical at this point. This is literally, let's discuss potentials. As the title probably will be. I wonder if they're going to go back even further. I don't think they really can. Like, obviously, like, in December when we're about to get Chapter 18, they'll be like, Chapter 17 review. Is Undying too powerful? I'm going to call it right now. September 25th, I'm calling it right now. Undying will be changed to one charge. If they break Ruin or any other perk, you're going to run Ruin with Undying. There's no question about that one. If they break that other Hex Totem, it will transfer, and then Undying breaks. So you use Ruin, they break Ruin, that gets transferred to a Dull Totem, but then Undying deactivates. That's going to be it. Or Undying will stay lit, but you only get one transfer of power. That'll be the change they make. That's what I'm predicting. But yeah, I legit hope they do this miscellaneous perk changes with every mid-season patch. Like Chapter 18's patch. Like, just give me the killer, give me the survivor if there is one, give me the new map if there is one. Some bug fixes, some maintenance on the servers, some quality of life. Maybe a graphics update. Well, if you're doing a graphics update, you're probably not giving me a new map, which I would rather new maps. Then you do the thing with the new old maps, but both are good. But like 5.1, 5.1.2, or, you know, however these things are fucking labeled and numbered. I hope every mid-season patch comes with a miscellaneous perk change. Even if you just do like 6 or 8 of these, like this is a 9 spot, and like they're hitting one, like any means necessary, cruel limits, mindbreaker, slippery meat, we're gonna live forever, technician, things that need to be touched. They balance thanatophobia and nerf pop. That's great. Do it for everything. Balance is what will keep the game thriving. That's gonna do it for this video. I don't want to talk anymore because that's gonna wind up being a fucking 30-minute video of nothing. Just me rambling about the dev update for September/October 2020. I'm assuming we can expect this with the next. This will be the same patch as the next Rift. If it's going up the 29th, I think the leaks are it's the next. That's fucking annoying, isn't it? I believe the leaks say that October 13th is the next Rift. So I don't even know if that's a Tuesday or not. Time is a construct, isn't that right, Emperor Crimson? He's nodding in agreement. Thank you. What the fuck was I saying? So yeah, I expect this to be 4.3. I think that's it. In October, I think we're supposed to maybe get the next big update in like December or January. I don't know. Again, just reiterate, do more of this stuff, behavior. Because I'm applauding you. I'm silently applauding you. Can't hear it because the microphone will actually just mess up. But I like all these changes. I don't think this is going to really affect Executioner, Pyramid Head at all. You're just going to have to play him a little differently. That's basically it. Because he's basically Clown mixed with Doctor mixed with Demo. Like, that's how I can describe him easily. He's got the fake to cut off loops. He's got range to cut off loops. I don't think this really affects him. Again, it's going to be dependent on the numbers. I need to see numbers. I need to see some PTB footage to be like, oh man, no, they took away my boy's ass, his thickness, and now they just took away his balls. What are they doing to my baby boy? To make up for it, James Sunderland, please. All right, I'm done. I'm rambling. I want to thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think about the developer update 2020. I'll do it off camera because I don't want you to see my files, you creeps. The title card. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think about this. How do you feel about the Executioner changes? How do you feel about Pop's changes, Thanatophobia, obviously being the new meta perk for Freddy's Swinging Chains? Fuck, not looking forward to dealing with that, but excited to play as it because he's top tier and super fun. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think. Hook that like button, more of the subscribe button, bing bong that bell, and until an actual gameplay video, because God knows it's not going to be the next one, I will see you in the fog. Stop doing cocaine, Sybil. Got bags under your eyes. What's wrong with you?